Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel. This morning, I made a few changes to my aquariums. If you remember the South American bumblebee catfish I had over here, I moved over here into my dwarf African cichlid aquarium. So now I have the 6 dwarf African cichlids. Then I have dragonfish and a dwarf redfin rainbow shark in this aquarium now. And in this other aquarium I have a school of 4 corydoras and a school of 6 tiger barbs along with the beta. And then in my smaller aquarium, if you remember, I have beautiful beta. It's for entertainment. So there's my 3 aquariums. Whereas for the tarantula, it's eating good and getting bigger. And the scorpion is also eating good and getting bigger. The scorpion is now up to about 6 inches or so in length. He came out the other night and he climbed up on the glass up above that leaf dish. And he was about like 6 or 8 inches long. So the hobbies so far are going so far so good. Now I used to do hobby shooting as a hobby. You know, go to gun range and do some hobby shooting. But I decided to switch to these instead, given how expensive it was to do hobby shooting. So my hobbies now mainly are pertaining to these 3 aquariums and the 2 terrariums, and then working out at the gym. Those are my main hobbies at the moment. But you'll find that if you live the actual MGTOW monk lifestyle, that you have a lot of peace and a lot of happiness, that you can have more time to work towards your goals with a clearer mind, making better decisions. But at the same time, and the same note, it's the safest move that you can make in today's America. Because of the dangers of women in today's society. This has already been covered by other MGTOW channels. And so what I found for myself anyways is how much more I can achieve with a clearer and more peaceful mind, with better results and more progress. That's what I've found thus far. And I find that I'm a lot more happier and I have a lot less worries and a lot less stress. Now, whereas for other MGTOW channels, I mean, they're not religious, but I am. And there's a lot of confusion that I see going on. Not only in certain churches I won't mention, but also with people. Now, I believe it was Acts, that Paul spoke about how much better the man would be off not having a marriage or anything, talking about how much happier he'd be and stuff like that. I forget what the actual wording of the verses were, and the next time I find it, I'll share it with y'all. I might actually be thinking about a different book of Paul's at the moment. So I'm not for certain, but the next time I find it, I'll share it with y'all. But if you look in the New Testament of the Bible, it's very red pill. Really the whole Bible in general. Starting with Genesis, you have Adam and Eve, but then later on down the pike, I forget which book it was, or books, but you also had the story of Samson and Delilah, in which Delilah betrayed Samson for what amounted to, I think, about around $11 million in today's money, just like all these silver coins that the Philistine kings gave her to betray Samson. And given how deeply a man can fall in love with a woman, he just fell for her even though she wasn't the best thing for him, and I think that that's about the perfect example that I can give y'all regarding women in today's society. Now, I'm not knocking women. I'm just talking about the dangers of women. Really, to me anyways, this isn't about hating women. It's not about bashing women. It's just a survival move that I'm making. Just going my own way as a man, as a monk. Anyways, I guess you could say MGTOW monk is what the community would call it. It's what the MGTOW community would call it. But moving on, you have people that'll say, how do I put it? You have people that'll say that not all women are like that, and you have other people saying all women are like that. I'm not going to get into that. What I'm going to say is that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. That's what I'm going to say, and that's about the most professional way I can put it. It's not about who they are. Who they are varies for each individual, if you get me. But it's not so much about that to me. It's about the fact that I am making myself vulnerable if I have a woman around for romance. And on top of that, I'm at their mercy, because then if I have a romantic relationship with them and there's a falling out, she could literally say anything or do anything to turn my life upside down. And I don't want that to happen at all. I just want to live my life the right way and be the best person I can be. And so I'm just trying to clear this up a little bit, because to newcomers, with a lot of the MGTOW channels out there, they have a lot of material that's very good to learn from. But at the same time, and I'll say no, Whenever you have newcomers, young men and maybe even older men that went through held back in a relationship that they were in, for newcomers to come to these MGTOW channels and look, they may be, what's the word for it? Repulsed, or, can't think of the word, sorry. From the lifestyle, just because of the bitterness that they see in some of these videos. What do you call it? Red pill rage. Some men are still in that stage. I'm not. I'm just ghosting is what I'm doing. I'm just pretty much being a big town monk, as y'all would call it. But, you see, this hobby, I really enjoy it. It brings me peace and feels good to take care of fish. Feels good to use all my creative energies and setting up these aquariums and everything. And they're fun to watch too. They're really fun to watch. And this leopard, dwarf African cichlid, is pretty cool. I don't know the exact name of the cichlid species, but it has those leopard spots. That one is like my favorite. It's like my favorite cichlid in that tank. And anyways, this channel is going to be a little bit of an educational channel, if you will. I'll try to talk about the various different alternatives that there are to women in today's society. But at the same time, I may talk about the red pill and the MGTOW lifestyle in such a way that it sounds the most professional possible. That way, should any newcomers come to my channel, they can see the MGTOW lifestyle for what it is and not be turned away from a lot of anger there is out there. And don't get me wrong, anger is really understandable in a lot of circumstances with what a lot of these guys have been through. But it's not exactly something that will attract newcomers to the lifestyle. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.